The mystery of Cahokia, America's lost city, America's greatest ancient civilization. Imagine a city larger than London in the year 1100 A.D., a city filled with massive earthen pyramids, busy marketplaces, skilled craftsmen, and thousands of people. A city that stood in North America centuries before Columbus arrived. Yet today, most Americans have never heard of it. This is the story of Cahokia, the greatest lost city in American history. Located near present-day St. Louis, Cahokia was once the largest city north of Mexico. At its peak, it may have been home to more than 20,000 people. Then, mysteriously, it disappeared. What happened to America's first great city? Chapter 1. The Rise of a Giant. Around 1050 A.D., something extraordinary happened. Near the Mississippi River, Native American communities began building one of the most advanced civilizations in North America. This civilization became known as Cahokia. The city covered nearly 6 square miles and contained more than 120 massive earth mounds. These weren't natural hills. They were carefully engineered structures built by human hands using baskets of soil carried over many years. The largest mound, known today as Monk's Mound, stands about 100 feet tall and covers more area at its base than the Great Pyramid of Giza. At its height, Cahokia became the political, religious, and economic center of a vast network stretching across much of North America. Chapter 2. Life in America's greatest ancient city. Life in Cahokia was busy and organized. Thousands of people lived in homes built from wood and clay. Farmers grew corn, beans, and squash in the rich river valley. Hunters brought deer and other game from nearby forests. The city featured large public plazas where ceremonies, festivals, and political gatherings took place. Archaeologists have discovered evidence of long-distance trade. Exotic materials such as copper from the Great Lakes, shells from the Gulf Coast, and stones from distant regions were brought to Cahokia. This shows that Cahokia was connected to a massive trade network long before European contact. Chapter 3. The Giant Mounds. The most impressive feature of Cahokia was its enormous mounds. Workers moved millions of cubic feet of earth without machines, horses, or metal tools. Monk's Mound likely served as the home of powerful rulers and religious leaders. Other mounds were used for ceremonies, burials, and important public functions. The construction of these massive structures required careful planning and strong leadership. Even today, archaeologists are amazed by the engineering skills of Cahokia's builders. Chapter 4. Woodhenge, America's ancient observatory. One of Cahokia's greatest mysteries is Woodhenge. This structure consisted of large wooden posts arranged in a circle. Researchers believe it functioned as a solar calendar, helping residents track the seasons and important ceremonial dates. On specific days of the year, the sun would rise in alignment with certain posts. This demonstrates that Cahokia's people possessed sophisticated astronomical knowledge. Chapter 5. The Sudden Decline. Around 1200 A.D., signs of trouble began to appear. Population growth may have placed enormous pressure on resources. Forests were cut down for construction and fuel. Some scientists believe environmental damage contributed to the city's decline. Others point to floods from the Mississippi River. Still others suggest political unrest, warfare, or disease. Whatever the cause, the city gradually lost population. By the 1300s, much of Cahokia had been abandoned. Chapter 6. The Greatest Mystery. The biggest question remains unanswered. Why did Cahokia disappear? Unlike many ancient civilizations, Cahokia left no written records. Everything historians know comes from archaeology. This means researchers must piece together clues from artifacts, structures, and environmental evidence. Even today, new discoveries continue to reshape our understanding of this remarkable city. Legacy of Cahokia. Although the city vanished, its legacy survived. Cahokia proved that advanced urban civilizations existed in North America long before European exploration. Its builders created monumental architecture, organized large populations, developed extensive trade networks, and studied the movement of the sun. Today, Cahokia stands as one of the most important archaeological sites in the United States. It reminds us that some of history's greatest civilizations can rise to incredible heights and then disappear almost completely. Conclusion: America's lost city remains one of history's greatest mysteries. A thriving metropolis larger than many European cities of its time suddenly faded into history, leaving behind giant mounds and unanswered questions. Was it climate change, war, political collapse, or something we have yet to discover? The mystery of Cahokia continues to fascinate historians, archaeologists, and explorers around the world. And perhaps the next discovery will finally reveal what happened to America's first great city. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.